Last night I dreamed my younger brother Dave was in our backyard grilling burgers, and I was holding a large bound collection of music on CDs. Yeah, they must have been CDs just because of the sheer volume of tracks that were listed in this music collection. I don't remember if I'd actually gone somewhere to buy this or if I'd purchased it online and it had just arrived in the mail, but anyways, I was holding this collection, which was compiled and produced and distributed by some famous publication. I think it was Rolling Stone. And it was supposed to be the absolute best music you've never heard from really, really popular recording artists. And I'm holding this and I'm flipping through it. Actually, it included a couple of LPs. This was a big collection. Just a couple of LPs, and yeah, the remainder was all on CDs. And I remember I liked the cover art, and I opened it up, and I liked some of the graphic art throughout the interior. There were some rare photos of different bands that were included that I was impressed by. And I looked out through the screen window. My brother was still barbecuing the burgers, and I flipped over to G, because all of the available tracks in this collection were arranged alphabetically, and I wanted to know if there were any previously unreleased songs from Genesis that were included in this collection. And I flip over to G, and sure enough, an entire album is included here. I don't remember the name of the album, but supposedly Genesis had produced this album in the late 1990s, but it was only released in Japan, and I'd never heard of it before. And the theme of this album was the development of and the history of video games. And beside the track listing was a photo of the band, and it was Banks, Rutherford, and Collins all hanging out in the bed of a pickup truck. And they were all playing these three upright and functioning arcade machines that looked like they were from the 1980s. And I looked at that and I thought, wow, that's an interesting photo, but it's kind of corny. I mean, why are they in the back of a pickup truck? I don't know. But I noticed some of the tracks had Sonic in the title. I'm assuming that was supposed to be the Hedgehog. And two tracks in particular that really stood out to me were Sega Death 1 and Sega Death 2. I assumed those must have been songs about Sega getting out of the console game entirely and focusing on PC gaming instead. It's like a two-part musical piece, kind of like the two Duke tracks on the album Duke. So yeah, I looked at this and I was kind of excited by it, and I walked over to the screen window beside the barbecue grill that my brother was cooking these hamburgers on, and I said, "Oh man, take a look at this. We've got some new Genesis music here. Well, I mean, new to us anyway. And look at this photo of the band. Isn't this corny?" And my brother looked up just as he was flipping the burgers, and he was excited by this too. And at that moment, I heard an electronic beeping, and just for a second there, I thought, "Oh, wait a minute, did somebody pop in the Genesis CD? Am I hearing this album?" Of course, no such luck. It was my lousy alarm clock going off because I had to go to work. So I woke up, and naturally Lyle was asleep on my shins. Lyle's my cat, for all of you new subscribers.